Hey guys, it's Charles from Tech Always. This past month I was part of a GPU flipping contest between myself and a few other tech YouTubers. Matt from the ToastyBros, Cooper from TechBank, Jordan from Budget Tech, and Chris from Kristoferyee. So the rules of this competition were pretty simple. We all started out with a GTX 660 Ti and had 1 month to flip our way up as high as we could, buying and selling computer parts. So we could buy and sell the parts from wherever we wanted. We could buy and sell from Hardware Swap, Craigslist, eBay, Letgo, wherever we could get rid of the parts and wherever we could pick up parts, as long as we weren't buying and selling to people that we knew. So as you guys can tell, the rules of the competition were pretty simple, so let's see how my month of flipping went. So we all agreed to start on September the 13th, so that means we had to have our last sales done by October the 13th. So on the 13th, I started out with my MSI GTX 660 Ti 2GB, and it probably would have been smart to shoot some B-roll, but I'm not that smart, so I don't have any B-roll for you guys. That night, the 13th, I listed the card on Craigslist for $60 and eBay for $50 as the starting price in a 5-day auction. So after 5 days, I didn't get a single bid on eBay and I didn't get any offers on Craigslist. So I thought it must have just been a fluke, and I was getting a little frustrated because 5 days went by, not a single bid. So I relisted it with some new pictures that weren't quite as flashy for a 3-day sale on Craigslist or on eBay this time. So with the new pictures after 3 days, I still didn't get a single bid. So I was pretty frustrated at this point, and I actually forgot to relist the card for another 2 days. So 2 days later, on the 23rd of September, keep in mind, this is 10 days in the competition and I still have the original card. So I'm not doing so hot. So I relisted it for another 5-day auction, this time with a starting price of $45. So at $45, I still didn't get a single bid. So at this point, I was really annoyed. And at some point during this, I also changed the price on Craigslist to just $40, and I still didn't get a single offer. But on the 28th, I put it up for one last 5-day auction, and this auction actually managed to get a couple bids, and the card sold for $49 plus shipping. So I was pretty happy with that. It was October the 3rd, so we were already 20 days into the competition, and I just got rid of the starting card. So I wasn't doing fantastic, but I decided to go with what I had. I had $49 in my pocket, and keep in mind, that was a Wednesday, so I was trying to set up some deals for that Friday that I could go pick them up once I was done with school. So I was looking on eBay, I was looking on Craigslist, I was looking on Letgo, and I found 2 deals that were pretty good. There were 2 full systems actually, a $40 FX 4100 system and a $45 FX 4300 system. So both those would have been great deals if I had been able to get them. But even though I had everything set up on the deals, on Friday, both the owners flaked on me. So I didn't end up getting either of them. So I was a little annoyed, and I spent the rest of the weekend looking for something that I could pick up and flip pretty easily, and there was just nothing I could find. My local Craigslist market isn't fantastic, so I wasn't too surprised, but I was still frustrated. So I spent the whole weekend looking and into the next week, but I didn't find anything. But then on Tuesday, October 9th, I was scanning Craigslist, definitely not in class, and I found a deal on Craigslist for a GTX 770 for $75, pretty close to me. So I sent the guy an email asking if he would take $45, because keep in mind I had $49, and he told me $50 and it's a deal. So this might not have been my smartest move, but I told him sure. Keep in mind, I have $49 that I have. So my plan was to just show up at the meet with $49 and tell him, hey, would you take $49? And that's exactly what I did. So I got there, he showed off the card, it looked like it was in fantastic condition, and I was like, hey, will you take $49? And I think he was more confused than anything else that I was trying to scam him out of $1. Well, I wasn't scamming him because he knew, but I was trying to just give him $1 less. I think he was more confused, and he said sure. So I got the 770 for $49, and I went home, tested it. It was fantastic, ran like 2 hours of fur mark on it, and then I listed it up on eBay that night at a starting bid of $65 with a 3-day auction. Because keep in mind, this is still Tuesday the 9th. I picked it up that same day, so there's only 4 days left in the competition. So I did a 3-day auction on eBay. So the cards sold during that auction, I managed to get one bid, just one bid for $65, but that was all I needed because it was $65 plus shipping. So this card was sold on the 12th, And that was basically it for the competition. I tried to see if I can do any one-day deals or find anything that I could buy the next day that'd be worth a lot more, but I just couldn't really find anything. So that was the end of my competition. I sold the card, and once you count in eBay seller fees and some other stuff, my total profits for the entire month came out to $63.15, which wasn't fantastic considering I started out with a graphics card worth about $50, and I definitely could have done a lot better if I was able to get rid of that 660 Ti a lot quicker. I think that I definitely would have been able to do that if I was gonna sell it for a little bit of a lower price and I could have given someone a better deal, or if I had more eBay seller ratings, because I only had 6 eBay seller ratings. And I think that is really important when you're selling on eBay to have a good basis of seller ratings, especially recent ones, along with some older ones, to show that you're a good, reliable eBay buyer and seller, because that makes people a lot more likely to buy from you. Because I saw other 660 Ti's selling for $75 or more during the time when I couldn't get a single bid at $45. So keep that in mind if you're ever trying to sell this on eBay. So I don't think the point of this competition was just to show how well I can flip PC parts or how well anybody else in the competition can flip PC parts, even though I'm sure they did much better than me, and I'm sure they have some fantastic videos that you guys should definitely go check out. But I think it goes to show that this is pretty accessible to anybody who has any old hardware laying around, or even just a few dollars laying around, where you can just start working your way up. So you can start out with some older hardware and then just work your way up, and you could eventually get yourself essentially a free PC upgrade, or even just some money on the side, just by occasionally listing some hardware or just occasionally checking in to see if you find a good deal on some other hardware that you could then resell. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out everybody else in the competition's video, because I'm sure that they did much better than me and they'll have some much more interesting stories to tell. So yeah, be sure to check out all of their videos. I hope you guys like this video. If you like it, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want notifications on when I upload, be sure to hit that notification bell. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.